Namaste. I'm Jill Loftus of Nuit Astrology, and welcome back to the garden. Woohoo! I'm so happy to be able to film outside, not just because dealing with lighting and YouTube, I struggle, but also just beautiful, beautiful spring. Just, you know, it's a magical time of year. It's my solar return time of year, but it's also just a really a time of renewed energy and renewed inspiration. So let's get started with your planetary energy forecast for the week of May 9th, 2022. Now, the two big players for this week both occur on Tuesday. That is Mercury going retrograde and Jupiter going into Aries. But we do start off the week, let's take a look, on that Monday. I want to talk to you about that. On the 9th, we have the moon right across the sky from Saturn. So the moon is going to be in Leo and Saturn's in Aquarius. And remember that square I talked to you about, that Saturn's still been like kind of throwing towards the nodes of the moon, right? So the moon's going to get caught kind of in the crosshairs of that and create a giant square in the sky. All right, we've got Saturn, we've got the moon, and then we've got the nodes all in this square. All right. So what is this tension? This tension is what do I want versus what's real? What's good for me and my independent Leo self and my solar self, and what's good for the collective? What's possible? What's real? This is a great day to high vibe this by really looking at your role in the collective. Do you give too much time away to groups of people or friends or other things? There's a great saying, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives, okay? So it might be a great day to introspect on that. How am I spending my days? Is this the life I want? Am I really being seen? Am I able to shine within the groups that I participate in or the friendships that I have? So those are good ways to work with that energy on Monday. And then we have Mercury going retrograde on Tuesday. It's at 4 degrees of Gemini. It's at 7:47 a.m. on the East Coast. So your standard Mercury retrograde protocols are in effect. It's going to be a little stronger just because it's in Gemini, which is one of the signs that it rules. So Gemini, Virgos, pay attention to this. This is your star. When your star goes retrograde, it has an outside impact on you. It also makes it so that the planet is closer to the Earth, which adds a little bit of energy to it, right? Remember, the retrograde is just when it's going back over some of the degrees, and that's why it's not so great to start or initiate or buy new things, especially things that relate to electricity or electronics or anything ruled by Mercury, transport, right? It does not bode well for the current transportation situations and backups, that's for sure. But it is an excellent time for re-examining things, rethinking your strategy, repairing things that need to be fixed. It is a useful energy. It's not a time to dread. And then the big news for the first time since 2010, 2011, we have Jupiter moving into the sign of Aries. Now, this is the very beginning of the zodiac, right? And it's a distinct, different vibe than Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter's real comfortable there. I mean, it's the ancient ruler, right, of Pisces. And so now in Aries, Jupiter picks up its sword. Jupiter has a little more grr, right? And we also are getting a lot more Aries energy happening. So pay attention to what happens here. It's in the evening, 7:22 p.m. I would highly recommend ritualizing this, how you wish to expand in that Aries part of your chart. Where do you want to learn more, grow, experience blessings? It's the greater benefic, Jupiter. But look back to that 2010, 2011 time period and make sure you didn't overextend yourself. You didn't take a gamble and lose. You didn't take on too many projects. You didn't go running off with an idea and then fall flat because you didn't think through the consequences or do the preparatory work. So high vibe Aries, right? Independence, will, righteous anger. Low vibe Aries, violence, general anger. Anger can be a really useful emotion, but only directed properly. It's kind of like a flame, right? You light a fire, and if you know how the properties of fire work in the environment that you're in, it's very effective. If you don't, it can quickly get out of control. So keep that in mind for this new Jupiter cycle. All right. Now, Wednesday, we got a Virgo moon, and it's kind of busy. But it's going to oppose Mars and Neptune, but flow nicely with the sun. Watch that inner critic, all right? Watch that little inner voice to make sure that it is not just sitting around complaining about things, but it is actually, sorting out, discerning, figuring out what you want and how to approach it. With the opposition to the Neptune, with the opposition to the Mars, the way forward might not be clear, but it's a good day to intuit the way forward, okay, versus necessarily just using your mind. All right. Thursday the 12th, also busy, moon flowing with Pluto, and then is going to hop into the sign of Libra. When it goes into Libra, it's going to be across the sky from Jupiter and Venus. So I got the moon across the sky. So, and this is the Venus Libra, or I'm sorry, Aries Libra axis of the chart. So the individual, the couple, the individual, the business partner, you, and the person that you collaborate with, you and someone you might be competing or contesting. This also, of course, will be in a different area of life for you. So take a look at that. But often relationships are highlighted here. Find balance, okay? A balance, good boundaries between you and those people in your life that you wish to partner with on anything, all right? Now Friday, we've got a nice moon in Libra, trine Saturn in Aquarius. So that's a little bit of sticking power, okay? I really like this. So if there's a project or something that you really love and feel really good about, that might be a good day to initiate. It is also a day to pay attention to because Venus gets to 12 degrees of Aries and Chiron is at 14. Chiron is the part of us that feels essentially wounded or broken or not whole in some way. And she is going to meet Chiron on Sunday. All right, they're going to join together at 14 degrees of Aries. Again, more Aries. Such a different vibe than Pisces, all right? Get out of the swimming pool, dry off, because you need to be ready for this distinct vibe change. High vibe Aries only, all right? But this is going to give you, a little bit of a propulsion forward if you want to make some changes. Keep in mind we have Pluto and now Mercury retrograde, so there will be some retracing of steps. But pay attention to what needs to be healed. How can you take action to heal? Move toward a more holistic lifestyle. Take charge of the circumstances that have held you back. Stop blaming other people for where you're at and take personal responsibility. All right. You can't change what happened, but you can change your reaction and you can decide to move forward. So a great weekend for that. Also, over the 14th and 15th, over the weekend, Mars is going to trine and sextile the north and south nodes of the moon. You'll remember that Jupiter was in that position about a month ago. So now Mars is there. Jupiter might have given you the idea, hey, I see the way forward. Now Mars is like, oh, let's do it. Let's move forward. All right, that's a beautiful blessing. All right, Venus conjunct Chiron on Sunday. We're big in our feels, we're big in our hurts. You could be really thinking about the love's lost, the times your heart has been broken, the things that you value that seem to not be honored or respected, all right? So really pay attention to that. The sun is going to square Saturn as well on that day, and the moon is going to oppose Uranus and then square Saturn as well. Sunday is tricky. So make sure that you're spending plenty of time out in nature if you can. Watch your... we all have our Achilles heel. We all have our hot buttons, right? That's, somebody can say, wah, and then all of a sudden they say that one thing and zing, off we go. So be aware of where those areas are. Try not to be triggered by other people, okay? Try not to be triggered by circumstances happening in the world and try not to trigger yourself, okay? You really have these opportunities now, again, to move forward. And if you find yourself getting stuck in an anger loop, Aries energy loves a good workout, loves a power walk. Come work in my garden, okay? I look at all these people going to the gym and doing stuff and I'm like, dude, come dig for me, okay? I'll make you sweat. I got plenty to do around here. Go get a load of mulch and dress the garden, right? Take that energy and use it for good. Don't sit around and spin, especially on social media and things like that. All right. Now keep in mind, Sunday, we are prepping for Monday, and I normally don't touch on Monday in this. Usually I do my forecasts Monday to Sunday, but Monday is that full lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Scorpio. That sucker is visible in almost the whole world, which means there's going to be more of an impact. It's visible in North, South America. It is visible in all of Europe, part of Asia, and all of Africa. All right. This is a purging, a purgative moon. There is something that will go away. Something will be taken. This is a secrets will be revealed type of moon. It is somewhat difficult. It has a nice sextile to Pluto and a trine to Jupiter, but it has the opportunity to be a bit of a shocking moon. So, oh look, chickens in the background. Yay. I love filming outside. It makes me happy. All right, well, thanks for sticking with me, sticking through. I would love to hear about your Jupiter and Aries experiences, either in the 2010, 2011, or what kind of symbols pop up for you. I'm intrigued. For me, I have a lot of Aries in my chart, and so I'm trying to buckle up and be wise. Little age helps with that, yeah. I appreciate your support for my channel. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing and hitting the like button. Please share this video if you think it would be useful or helpful for a friend to watch. Please hop on the website. I have some new courses on there. I've got Breath, Body, Spirit, a wonderful new course. I've got the memberships, all that drama. I know you know the deal. I appreciate your support, and I hope you have a marvelous week. Namaste. Bye.